It says we're live. Hello. Okay, so I was supposed to get my Camp NaNoWriMo video done today, and I just could not bear to bring myself to do any editing today on video. I just couldn't do it. Not my thing. So I have decided instead to do a live stream. So this is completely unscheduled, and no, it will not interrupt the live stream that I am doing tomorrow with Grace and Wild. So I'll be surprised if anybody actually shows up, but I want to get some words done. So I'm going to put my headphones on and let's talk about camp, shall we? Okay, so hopefully my fans aren't too loud in the background right now. Okay, my camp is going really well, like almost too well in some ways. I was in the chat during Emily Bourne and Becca's live stream the other day for the launch of In the Haze, and I just had that thought of I should look and see how much I've actually gotten done this month. That was surprising. Okay, so what have I done? I've been working on my book, which I wanted to get 25,000 words done because, it's not a full NaNoWriMo. I'm not expecting to be doing a full, 50K this month. So, okay, 25,000 words on that. Also, I'm doing camp, world building summer camp with World Anvil. So, I want to get as many badges as I can. I want to get as many of the prompts done as I can. But I'm not really counting word count over there. I could if I wanted to, but I'm not. I'm looking at how many prompts I'm doing. So where am I in the whole process of stuff being things? Okay, so I've gotten 40,000 words written on my Camp Nano project. I'm just completely flabbergasted and shocked and amazed that is happening at all. I did not expect to be writing. I did not think that I would be getting anything done. 40K already in my work in progress novel. Alrighty, so yay for that. But then I started wondering, I've been writing all these articles over on World Anvil. I wonder how many words I've done over there. So I loaded up and I looked, and I've also written 23,000 words over on World Anvil. So far this month, I've written 63,000 words in both of my projects. And hey, Grayson, how you doing? I just can't believe that I've written that much. I just can't believe that I've gotten this much done. And I owe it all to this new way that I'm writing, which I did a video about. That's the featured video on my channel right now. If you haven't seen it, on how to be a gamer writer and how to play the game. Oh my goodness. I am so excited about this project. And the moment I realized I was super excited about this, and this may actually be one of the things that if I'm naughty, I'm going to have to leave my camera on during the sprints today because, which I wasn't going to do because, it's all up in my face. But I'm going to have to leave my camera on because I've been doing fan art for my own project. I mean, it's not really fan art, really, because it's my stuff, but it's art that has absolutely no purpose or function. It's not for marketing. It's not because I need it for the website. It's not because I need it for an article. It's just there's a couple characters I have fallen crazy in love with and just want to do more with them and play with them. And so, yeah, I can't look over here. This is actually one of the reasons why I set up on my Mac today, because I don't want to be looking over there and working on that, because I did a 3D model of one of the characters and I've got it looking so exactly the way I want to, and it's driving me nuts. So yeah, I think my camp is going fairly well. I guess it's going a lot better than I expected it to, and yeah, I'm just completely flabbergasted and blown away. I also want to say thank you to everybody who has subbed to my channel, because, all right, now I know what I said. I'm looking over here because I'm looking at my stats over here. So I'm not working on the picture, but I've got 65 subs right now on World Anvil, and I'm sorry, not on World Anvil, on YouTube, and it blows my mind. I'm rooting for you too. The more I hear about your work, like, I feel like we're writing similar stories, but in completely different ways, because I'm kind of mining my life story to make for crazy fantasy with vampires and dragons and fairies and whatnot. And yeah, I'm so excited to see what you end up coming up with. All right, so yeah, I'm blown away. And like I said, I just didn't want to edit a video today, and I wanted to get the update out because I really don't have anything more to say. Things are going really, really well, and that's a boring kind of update. I mean, I had kind of a moment over the weekend, which was not fun, but those kinds of moments generally aren't. And but other than that, I'm doing fine. Vampires, dragons, and fairies. Yes, I know. It has everything, and I figured out. Brian and I, my husband and I, were talking the other day, and I just kind of had this moment of, I'm just kind of writing genre fan fiction right now, like for all the love that I've had over the years for like Charmed and Sabrina the Teenage Witch and the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and those kinds of shows, Buffy the Vampire Slayer and all of that. This is kind of like if all of that were thrown into a giant blender with Lost Girl, and like I could just go on naming those kinds of shows, and like writing super ultra mega fanfic for that genre of like all the magical creatures are real, yay, and they're all here and they're doing crazy, crazy things. So yeah, I'm enjoying that way more than I should be right now. Hello, Laura. Your book. Speaking of books I'm excited for, I am so excited. I want your book. I want your book. I want your book. And yes, I know you got to write it. I'm not trying to rush. Trust me. I'm not trying to rush you, but I'm very excited for it. Hello, Jace. How are you doing today? And because you're on this account, I'm going to call you Get Mad with Cat the Lad is here. Hey. All right. So we are going to actually be doing sprints today because, like I said, I did really have a lot to say in the video. I do want to say, for those of you in chat, if my fans are too loud, there are things I can do to make them less loud and annoying. So do definitely let me know. We are going to be doing some sprints because I have some writing to do, because they released 10 more prompts yesterday, and that puts me behind because I hadn't finished the 20 that were out, and now 30 of the 33 are out, and I have so much to do. Yes, much love for all the magical creatures. I'm really excited to see how this all plays out in the end. I'm thrilled. Hi, Hannah. How are you doing today? We are about to do a sprint because, like I said, I didn't have a lot to do in my updates, and I have so much writing to do. Okay, so a bookish obsession and get mad with Cat the Lad. I am doing World Building Summer Camp with World Anvil. That's the main thing I'm doing for my camp project this year. And if you go to worldanvil.com/summercamp, it has everything right there. They're putting out 33 prompts, 10 every 10 days, and then on the last day, they're putting out 3 final prompts. If you finish 10 prompts, you get a bronze badge. If you finish 20, you get the silver badge. If you finish 30, you get the gold badge. And if you finish all 33, you get the diamond badge. But wait, there's more. There's also prizes. Everybody who gets a badge at each tier will be entered into a raffle for various prizes, including candles and all kinds of really cool stuff, books, art books, all kinds of stuff. Plus, secret judges have sponsored various categories and will be giving out awards based on whatever mojo they want to. They could roll a dice. They could pick them randomly out of a hat. They could have massive judging criteria that we don't know. We don't know. They're going to be picking out things and giving out awards. It's a lot of fun. I'm learning so much about my world. The article I'm currently working on has to do about a profession that in my setting has recently become illegal, and it is about a type of mage that basically is a consigliere for the mafia. And it's all magic that's like mafia-inspired magic. So really excited about this. I've learned a lot about my setting and having so much fun building this out. Oh, it is so much fun. The prompts are all there. And like I said, 30 of the 33 are out. The last 30 will come out on the day of. Yeah, definitely let me know if you do start doing it, because I will definitely follow your world over there, because I love World Anvil so much. So much. Your space religion is amazing. Like the little tidbits that you like. I've been in a lot of live streams where you've been dropping little hints in chat about what you're doing. I am so excited. And I can't wait to see your sigils. I have had so much fun making sigils for my world, and yeah, I can't wait to see yours. I can't wait to see yours. Yeah, Mafia Magic. I didn't even think about it because I was trying to think of like, in this world, what would be illegal as a profession? And then I was just like, well, we have all these like magic in the setting for like bonding people together. What if the Mafia was actually a magical gang? Oh, wait. What if there was actually a kind of wizard that ran everything? Yeah, I'm having so much fun putting it all together. It's a blast. Alrighty, so we have been doing this for 12 minutes, and I think it's about time for a sprint. So tell me in chat how long you would like to sprint for. I kind of agree with a lot of other people. 15 minutes seems like a good starting sprint, but I like longer sprints, but I don't want to wear anybody out. So let me know in chat what you would like to do, because I want to get some writing done. That's also why I'm doing this live stream, because yes, I'm too lazy to actually edit a video today, but also I need accountability, and well, staring into the depths of this camera with you all in chat will hold me accountable for actually getting work done. By the way, make sure you have something to hydrate with. I have my tea, because it's caramel apple tea, because I have caramel apple tea every day when I write, because it makes me happy. It's a red tea. It's rooibos. It makes me very happy. So make sure you're ready. Okay, we actually have things coming in. Grayson is encouraging me to be bad and do some long sprints. I will definitely probably do that. I think just to get started, maybe doing something a bit shorter. I don't know. Oh, let's see, 15 to 20. We have a 2319. I like that one. That might be the winner. Ooh, that sounds so yummy. That sounds so yummy. I might have to hunt that out. Yes. Oh, I have one of these every day, and because it's virtually it's completely caffeine free, and it's virtually calorie free, I can indulge all I want. And I feel like I'm eating yummy caramel apples, and I'm not. I'm just having wonderful tea, and it makes me so happy because I love a caramel apple. And well, yeah. Okay. Yes, it is very good. I like it so much. Yes, drink your water. Don't get into trouble. Okay, so if nobody has any objections, let's do this 2319 thing, because that sounds good to me. Let's see, how are we going to do this? Oh no, that makes me too big. There we go. I'm small now. I like that better. So 2319. Let's put that onto the clock. I actually looked for some spooky timers, because Abigail Ford on her stream today was using some really cool like sciency like factory timers, and I really loved them. And who was it the other day that was using the one with the cats racing? And I really like that too. So I'd like to find a spooky one, because if you can't tell, like my thing's all about spooky. So yeah, if you know anybody that makes spooky timers, let me know, because I would definitely love to do it. So let's get our first sprint started. Hopefully you have everything ready. You have your document open. You have your beverage at hand. Let's get some writing done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get writing. We're started. I forgot to make it big. It's big now. Beep 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 beep. Here we go. We are done. We have completed our sprint, and I hope everything went well for you. I noticed that we've got a bunch of new people that have popped in. I see Glory Writes the Blues is here. Hey, and the official Miss P. Hello, hello, hello. Alrighty, so how did that sprint go for you? I got into a little bit of a fight with StreamYard. During that, I got distracted by my dog, who got distracted by kids who were playing out on the street because, she owns the whole street, don't you know? That's her street, not their street. And how dare those children be out there playing on their scooters and their bikes and everything? That's just crazy. Alrighty, so I got 205 words. 5? Yeah, 205 words done that time, which makes me happy because that's 205 more words. And I had to visit the Old English translator a couple times to get some more words translated to make sure that my Old English was still good. I'm taking my glasses off when we're not writing because that glare is driving me crazy when I see it on the screen. But I shouldn't have done that because I have to read comments. I'm a smart person today. So, alrighty, let's see where we're at. Alright, so Grayson got 327 words and fed the cats. We need to figure out how much fed the cats is going to be points-wise. I don't think that's actually on the chart. The Dodling writer, Abigail Ford, and I are actually putting together a spreadsheet where we're figuring out how many points all of these other activities are worth. And I don't think Feed the Cat is on that list. I'll have to look at the spreadsheet and add that because that should definitely be on there. Feed the cat, feed the dogs. That should definitely earn you some points today. So the official Mr. P, for that little bit of time that you were in here, you got 126 words, or were you already writing? That's amazing. That's really cool because I saw it about the 5-minute mark you popped in here. So yeah, that's kind of awesome. I realized I didn't have a last name despite being 100% sure that I hate it when I do that. I do that all the time. The current book that I'm working on, I actually changed 2 of the characters' family names, and now it's a fight in my head because I keep wanting to type their original names instead of their new names, and it's driving me crazy. Say, how dare, yeah. We're working right now trying to light some asteroids for for a TV show. Wait a minute. Trying to light some asteroids for a TV show. They are big, so the computer is struggling. I'm not going to say that you have to tell, but, I would love to know what exactly, what TV show? Yeah, I just, like I said before we went on, I spent all day today working on this 3D model of a character that I have for a story because I want to do a lot of pictures of them. So yeah, 3D is a thing. You got your teeth brushed, had a film. Ooh, yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. We need to put that on the list too, because I notice a lot of people, especially because of the time zones and everything, tend to watch these while they're getting ready for bed or when they're getting up for bed from bed. So we really should have on the list like basic things like brushing your teeth, taking a shower, all that stuff too, because that's valuable sprint work as well. Fed the cat 150. I agree. I'm going to write that down so I can add to the list. Fed the cat. I'm talking out loud because there's not room in my brain for more than one thought at a time right now. I believe you. Luckily, my cat has not assaulted me yet. Both of my kitties are asleep on the stool in front of me right now, so I can actually get some work done. Usually when I stream, if you've watched any of my streams, Minerva likes to be right in my face. And luckily, she's asleep right now. Last name for one of the main characters. Thought I should clarify myself. Yeah. It's a secret. Ooh, I love secrets. I love secrets. Okay. Well, when it is announced, you have to let us all know. You have to let us know, because I definitely want to be able to watch it and be like, that's Laura's asteroid right there. Like, I can like sit here with my husband and be like, see that asteroid right there? Laura did that. Because I'm that kind of a person. I wrote to say hey. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, taking a shower should be like 5. Tell me about it. I've got a bad back, bad knees. Anything that involves not falling down on a wet surface should be a lot of points. I just can't. Space. Alrighty, so while we're on this little break, I had a question for y'all, because I love it when we do this on the streams. What do y'all need help with your camp projects right now? Is there anything that you could get benefit from, either talking it out with us or what have you? I have gotten so much help from these chats, so if you have anything that you think we could help you work on, do let us know. We'll be getting back to a sprint in a minute. I don't know why I keep wanting to say sprint instead of sprint, but I do. I keep wanting to say sprint because that's just how I am today, apparently. For me, the hardest part in my project right now is just keeping focused on one thing. I have so many little moving parts that I'm trying to keep a handle on, that I'm trying really hard to focus and not get distracted by little things, thus streaming for an accountability group. That's what I'm doing. Well, dude, never worked on a space show before. My last big show / movies were Shape of Water, Vikings, and Carnival Row. I love Carnival Row. I have to say, I love Carnival Row. My brother from another mother thinks Shape of Water is one of the greatest movies ever made. And we started watching Vikings. I think Vikings started around, I can't remember if it was at the same time as or around the time of my unscheduled mental health vacation. So, yeah, I didn't watch a lot of TV around then. I'm still catching up. It's actually on a list to get caught up on. Ooh, do dish. What did you do on any inquiring minds want to know? That's awesome. You need your brain not to be mush. Oh, brain mush. See, I have one weird solution for brain mush, at least for when my brain gets all mushy, and it involves probably what, if anybody looks up at the timer during a sprint you see me doing, I sing very badly to music, because there's something about that just focuses my mind and keeps it from being mushy. But that may not work for all people. Your mileage may vary. I empathize with you so much, because for so many years I had the brain mush, but in, not counting the unscheduled mental health vacation period of my life, a lot of it was wanting too badly and not just going with the flow. I have learned over the years to just be chill about as much as I can be in life, even when terrible things are happening, because you're going to make it through, or you're not going to make it through, or you're going to get it done, or you're not going to get it done. And like, yeah, there are optimal or preferential outcomes, but just holding on too tight just causes more problems than good. So I don't know if that helps at all. I don't, but go for it. Like, to me, this is one of the greatest things about writing, that we're all cheerleaders for each other. And I never thought anybody would care about anything that I'm doing, and I literally wept yesterday when I was in the chat during Emily Bourne and Becca's live stream, and I just typed in what I was doing, and Emily said, I don't know exactly what it is, but every time Charlie says what they're working on, I just get so excited and want to read that. And I broke down crying because, I don't know Emily. I've never met Emily. And it was just, I don't take compliments well. And I love that level of, just care that we take for each other. You can do this. I mean, it seems hard sometimes to tell our stories and to get the words down on paper or whatever it is that you're scribbling on. But that's actually not the hard part. The hard part is having the courage to share it with other people. You're already halfway there. You're already telling us about your story. You're already asking for that encouragement. You are out here today with us trying to get words in. That's huge. And hopefully you can see exactly how much of a step that is. Now just move forward. Find the next couple words. You'll get there. You really will. My first book took me, I think, 4 years to write. And it's horrible. It's terrible. But then again, you have to remember, I was writing this in like middle school to high school. So my understanding both of the English language and how to tell stories was not at the best that it could have been back then. But you'll get there. You really will. So definitely push on that. You lit the fairy wings, the centaur butts. Oh, the centaur butts. I've got a thing for Carnival Row. I've been wanting to run a Carnival Row game because they put out the game for it, and I've been wanting to do that. The second and the third stories of the buildings and lots of the set extensions, crowds, and oceans. Oh, Laura. I love Carnival Row, and you see, you are already amazing. Like all the stuff that you're talking about that you're doing and whatnot. Like I've done some rotoscoping in one of my past lives and stuff like that, but I dabble with 3D work and stuff, but that's amazing. That's amazing. You are amazing. That's crazy. You've decided you're going to have you a whole dance party by yourself during the next sprint. Do it. Dance parties are great and wonderful things. Granted, the kind of dancing that typically goes on with the music that I've been listening to lately is hard to do alone because I've really been in a very metal mood. If anybody can't tell from the artwork that I've been posting over on Instagram. But yeah, it's hard to slam dance by yourself. You can do it. You can just go down into the hall and like bounce back and forth between the walls. That might work. But yeah, I do dance parties all the time. I get really embarrassing and bother people because back before the plague, and I was running a tabletop game with some friends. When they would start bickering, I would just put on bounce music and walk over and just dance with myself until they were done. Because I knew there was nothing I could say to get them to stop bickering. And so they had to deal with my scary body twerking. Because that's how I am. That's probably a story I shouldn't have shared. Oh, man. Lighting is crazy. You're going to cuddle your cats because they're demanding it. Cats are some of the most demanding critters on the face of the planet, as we have all learned who have been near them. Whether you love them or not, if you've been near a cat, you know you are their pet. They're not your pet. And if you ever get that wrong, that's crazy. It's true. Like that I took classes for a long time to do like film work and stuff because I have lived many lifetimes, and 3D and I do not get along well. We're getting along better now that I'm not like stressing over like, am I going to get paid or fired if I don't do this right? So I'm actually starting to learn how to do it a little bit better now. But yeah, that's amazing. Solo mosh pit, yeah, solo mosh pit for the win. Like this is what I needed for inspiration today. You want to know how in a metal mood I am? I'm wearing my Tink Girl t-shirt today because I needed the power of punk rock Tinkerbell, because punk rock Tinkerbell is life. Make all these go away so you can see it. There we go. Punk rock Tinkerbell, because that is life. Need my Tink, because Tinkerbell is power. Need them punk rock fairies. They make everything good. I hope that's been helpful. I hope that has given you at least a little bit of inspiration. I want to do another sprint in just a couple minutes, so start putting in there. And if you have any questions that you'd like to talk about during the next break, because I'm down for it. It is only 5:30 here where I'm at, and honestly, I wasn't planning on doing this today. So until my husband walks through that door, I don't have anything better to do, because I'm going to be getting these words done anyway. Hello, Wendy. So how long do we want for the sprint, for our next sprint? Ooh. I want to, Laura, that will definitely be the question when we come back. That's a good one. I have feels and opinions about that. So since I don't see, I'm trying to give time for the chat too, because I'm on StreamYard and it takes a bit. I'm thinking 25 minutes for the next sprint. If anybody wants to do that, if not, you need to speak up now, or forever hold your peace, because I'm going to probably do a 25-minute sprint. 24:42. Okay. We have a potential winner. I think I'm also, because I'm doing this myself, I'm using my Forest app to keep myself on track. So I am going to create a room. If you use the Forest app, I don't know if you do or not. So for NY6P HP. With my wonky eyes, I have a hard time reading their font sometimes. So if you want to join the room in the Forest app that I am starting for the sprint, that is the room code for that. So let me, that is on there. So I'll give a moment for anybody who wants to get in there and make sure I have the timer set up, because I'm good at this. Getting all the cobwebs out today so that when Grayson and I do this tomorrow at our regularly scheduled time, I am ready. So 24:42 at full screen. I forgot to share that, didn't I? I did. Let's try that. Hey, it shared. Alrighty. So if you are ready to sprint, I am ready to sprint. So let us get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprint! Get going. Need to get those words in. beep 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 beep. Hello and welcome back. We have a guest. We have a special guest. This is my baby. This is my baby Sasha. She heard something outside and she needed love. I don't know what she heard, but she needed some loves. So she's up here for some loves. So that's happening. Alrighty, how did that sprint go for everybody? I got some words done, but I've got a nervous doggy on my lap right now, so I am not going to be doing math at the moment. I did fill in a few more sections in the article that I am currently doing for camp. Hi. I don't know what's going on out there. I don't know what's got you upset. But it's okay. Aww. Grayson thinks you're cute. Yeah, she is very cute and very lovey and sometimes very needy. And yes, like right now, she needs all the loves. Okay, so the official Mr. P got 336 words. Good on you, Mr. P. That's awesome. Yeah, you're such a sweet baby. Okay, you're getting down? Okay. I'm not going to be able to pick you up for a little bit, so I hope you thought that through. Alrighty, let's see, where are we? So Grayson got 221 words. Ooh, you're crocheting a blanket. I wish I could crochet. I can knit, but I can't crochet. I need the two needles. I need the two needles to make the tension. The two needles must be a thing. They are. She was a gift to me by a friend of mine during my unfortunate unplanned mental health vacation that I took, during which my own doggy died because, of course, that would happen. And I was sitting here and I saw him coming up the path to the front door carrying a big basket. He walked in and he said, don't be mad. Brian said it was okay. And opened the basket and she jumped up out as a puppy and started licking my face. And yeah, love at first bite, as they say. 144 words and decided what's for dinner. That's a big thing because I don't know if I'm cooking tonight or if my husband is, because I have a couple things that I would kind of like to cook tonight, but I don't know. And it's even harder because, for those of you who don't know, we own a restaurant, so he might just bring something home. So I never know. Oh, nachos. See, I like your spoiler there because I might try to steer the conversation that way tonight. I knit. I don't knit as much as I want to because I don't have a lot of people to give things away to that would want it, because I have this weird problem in my head that if I make it, it has to be practical. So I have made scarves, I have made gloves, I have made hats. And, if I don't have a scarf, a glove, or a hat need, then I don't. Started reading the reviews on Hasbro's sugar-free classic gummies on Habrios. Gold, flippin' gold. I will have to take your word for that because I don't know. Okay, so the question for this break comes from Laura, who asked, how do you know when to pause world building and start writing? World building is never done, it seems. No, world building is never done. Now, why am I getting self-conscious? This is my channel. I can promote anything that I want to. I recently did a video on my channel called What It Means Playing the Game and How to Be a Gamer Writer. So, and I talk about this actually in there quite a bit from my method. But in brief, I zero draft a lot of what I'm working on, mainly because if I outline a story, in detail, I have a really hard time wanting to write it because I already know how it ends. And so while I generally know a couple beats ahead, I try not to know too much or I get lost and lose my interest in the story. So I actually alternate back and forth between drafts and world building. Because your world building, unless you're like me, see, I want my worlds to be a playable RPG when I'm done. So any extraneous world building that I get done is gold. And there's a lot of extraneous world building that's very helpful in getting to know your characters. For example, one of the prompts for this store for a camp this time was about how our describe the celebration of birthdays by a particular group in your setting. And so far as I know, I don't think any of the characters are actually going to have a birthday during the story that I'm telling. But in writing that, I learned a lot about them. So don't discount extraneous world building. But the way I do it is I generally write a chapter, and if a new concept came up to me in that chapter that I don't feel comfortable continuing to write about, I will step out, world build everything that I need to know. Well, not everything, because that's a rat hole that can keep us from ever getting stuff done. But I'll world build that topic out and then go back into drafting. And so my general method for writing, I flip back and forth between drafting and world building. Back and forth, back and forth. I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question, at least how I do it. The main thing about this is if you're just writing novels and you have no future intent for the world building beyond what you're doing, unless you're working on a series or you're actually developing a world. I'm really big on developing worlds because I get so lost in world building that all of my urban dark fantasy takes place in the same world. It takes place in slightly different parts or different towns with different characters in that world, but they're different worlds. My fantasy books all take place in the same world. My sci-fi books all take place in the same world because I could just get lost in the world building forever. So I'm a big proponent for creating worlds that have utility beyond just the one book or the one series. But I flip back and forth to keep myself motivated, because it's also one of those things that I found that is really helpful in breaking that malaise that you get from drafting a lot. Because, okay, I'm drafting. Oh, wait a minute. Why don't I do this other thing for just a minute? But you're still on topic. You're still in setting. You're still in the world. But it's different enough that, at least for me, it gives my brain a break, and then I go back to drafting. So, okay, so Laura loves those reviews too. I'm definitely going to have to look this up when the stream is over. I'm definitely going to have to look this up. I'm very curious now. Practice will help point your finger. I'm terrible with crochet. I have a hard time keeping the tension right, so I knit double needles. I need the needles. That's what my sister said when she taught me how to crochet, was take it slow and don't get frustrated. And do you all know me well enough to know that that's not really how I operate yet? You might. So Glory Writes the Blues has never really done world building. It grows as I have questions. That's actually a really good thing to do, and kind of a part of the process that I employ as well. For me, I'm one of those people that if I could get away with just doing the world building, I would probably do that rather than, I would occasionally write short stories and novellas and stuff in the world, but I love the world building. That's what really gets me excited and got me into a lot of the fantasy and science fiction that I watch and read, is the world building. There's nothing wrong with doing it as you're going along. For me, though, consistency is such an important thing when you're weaving a false setting, especially one that operates different from the earth that we live in. So making sure that you have some kind of a series Bible, or at least novel Bible, story Bible, that will help keep you consistent about things. Because like in my world, in the Dragons of Night world that I'm currently working in, you can, once you know what to look for, you can tell which of the elder species a person is from by looking at their eyes, because there are tells in their eyes that give away which what they are. So, making sure that I keep, little things like that straight, and depending on the kind of stories that you write, that may not be difficult for you. But I'm that person. Before we go on to the next comment, I'm that person who, when I've been writing the actual historical documents that are referenced in the book, in the setting. So I actually, when I wrote in one of the articles I did on history for the setting, that they wrote a letter to their Majesties William and Mary, I actually wrote the letter to William and Mary, and I have that. I think that's up on the site. But I've written several historical documents. Even I'm just one of those people. I love encountering it in other people's work, and I do it in my own. So your world has made you want to add an Oracle POV. Ooh, so it's changed the scope of your intended story. I've been paying attention to you enough. I think I know what that means. That would be fascinating. In the space opera I'm working on, one of the characters in the story is, one of the POV characters in the story is a living ship. So it's the ship that all of the other characters live within. And I've had a lot of fun playing with this POV where they're aware of like this infinite expanse of space beyond them, as well as all of the little people living inside of them carrying on their lives. And it's been crazy fun to try to get into that headspace and think from the point of view of an entity so strange and different. And once I get to a place where I feel comfortable world hopping, because I'm not world hopping right now, I am probably going to start working on that space opera a bit more, because that, yeah. The other thing I would say about that, the beginning of the book that I'm currently working on, the whip that I'm currently working on, is from the point of view of the god of the moon, who's spying on the little people on Earth as they're going about their business as things are going on, because I try to write with deep point of view, and it just seemed really problematic for me to have the characters notice certain things, but I really wanted the audience to notice them. And so it's only the first chapter so far, but a lot of the first chapter of the book that I'm working on is written from the point of view of the moon. So that was fun. I'm so interested in, because the oracles, they're the blind priests, right? That you've been talking about. Hope I'm right about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm so curious. I love space operas too. I am a huge fan of space opera. Like I'm sitting here surrounded by stuff from Star Trek and Star Wars. I have so many Yodas around me. Like my proper desk that I work at has what I call the altar of Yoda, and it has so many Yodas on it, but I always have 2 to 3 different Yodas around me at all times, because I love me some Star Wars. Like Dune was my heart. It's how I got into, like, fully into writing story. Like, for a lot of people, it's Lord of the Rings. When I read Dune Messiah, and God Emperor of Dune, that was it. That was it for me. I was completely in. And the Skylark books by Doc Smith, as well as the Lensman books. I love me some Lensman, and they will be going copyright free in the not too distant future. And I find myself really wanting to, like, start getting fan fiction projects going where I can just like spin off my own Lensman world. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, I love me some space opera. Okay, so I've been doing this for an hour and a half. We have about 22 minutes left, and it's 2 hours. I think 2 hours is a good amount of time for a stream. So how about we do, say, a 20-minute sprint, and then we call it there. How's that sound to everybody? And for anybody who's been getting into the room that I've been creating here, I'm setting up right now, the forest room, I don't have a lot of the fancy trees, but I do have the moon tree, and I love the moon tree. So I use the moon tree for just about everything. Oh, Sid's here. Hey, Sid. Marketing genius. Marketing genius. If you're not following his Instagram, you have to do it. You have to do it. You have to. It's all kinds of magic. I get mad every time I open up Instagram because I'm just like, oh, now I gotta buy me another book, and it's not even out yet. And that's where I get really mad because I want it, and it's not out yet. And I keep hearing that word soon. I'm just like, that's what my husband tells me when I ask him whenever we're starting to listen through the Sandman radio drama that Neil Gaiman and DC Comics have made, which we actually listened to the first episode, and it is so good. It's so good. If you're a Sandman fan and you have an Audible account, it is so good. Alrighty, so saved show. So I am going to be doing a forest room again for this sprint. There is the code if you wish to join us in the Forest app. I will be doing the moon tree in there for your garden because it's the only one I have of the special ones. But I love my moon tree, my little moon tree. So I will be giving out a moon tree to everybody who does the sprint with us. I'll give a little bit of time for people to get in there and double check the comments to see if anything is happening over there. Okay, a lot of things just happened. I'm lost now. Okay, so you've been working off and on Yoda crochet. Oh, I have not made toys yet. See, this is what I think is going to be my weakness, and why I want to learn how to play, how to crochet, because I think I'm going to probably start doing those in a minute. Well, not in a minute, but you know what I mean. Like, that's going to be my thing. So let me set up our timer. So, okay, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons because I am good at it today. Get the cobwebs out for tomorrow, right? Okay, is everybody ready? Has everybody hydrated? Has everybody gotten themselves up, stretched? If you haven't stretched yet, put your hands out, do your stretches, do your dragon claws, do all that good stuff that helps keep our wrists healthy, and wiggle your shoulders out. That helps me out a lot. We are going to start this sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. Get writing. Beep 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 beep. I'm on the wrong tab to stop it. There we go. And there we go. Hey, I see Abigail showed up. She saw that I was doing this little pop up. I might actually just do a lot more streaming. I really enjoy the streaming and not so much the editing of the videos. If I'm going to be honest, I am not the biggest fan of the editing, but there are some topics that I know I've been asked to do videos on, so I will try to do that. But yeah, I am not the best at that. So, how did everybody do? How did everybody do? I got to writing about all of the criminal, dirty birdie stuff that my little mafia mages get themselves up to, and how their magic does that, and how they are being tracked to make sure that anyone who studies these arts only to use them for legitimate purposes, because there are legitimate purposes. So I do the math, and then I forget. I got 165 words that time, which is awesome because I had to think of some things like how I wanted to word stuff, because I don't really want to use the word mafia. I want to just use the word the phrase organized crime, but there's only so many times you can write the words organized crime, so I'm having some things with that. Alrighty, so the official Miss P got 176 words. That is awesome. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I heard that too. Dog just jumped up there, maybe barking in a minute. I don't know what that was. That was a weird sound that just happened outside. So I guess nobody's out there, or the dog would be barking right now. So I hope everybody did good. Let's see, where are we? Oh, everything just happened. Here we are. So Glory writes the blues. Research continues. Also, technical difficulties with your laptop. Yeah. I am living in nightmare world with this laptop because it is really old. I think that's thunder. I think I hear thunder coming. Thor's coming to visit, Abigail. My turn. If you're still here. If not, we did a chat. It's on the channel. You can watch it if you want. Yeah, I'm living in fear. This is an old laptop, and I love this laptop, and I have been squirreling money away in a rainy day fund because I really, really want to make sure that I can afford a new one should I need to get a new one. But yeah. See, but I'm a Mac person, and they just announced that they're switching from the Intel chips over to the new Apple chips, and which I love saying Apple chips because it's fun. So I want to wait till the new those laptops come out before I upgrade. But I don't want to upgrade because it's money. Crime Syndicate. Thank you. Why did I not think of that? Oh, I feel like a dummy. Crime Syndicate. Definitely, yes, that helps. Thank you. Because, like I said, I have dummy moments sometimes, and yeah, sorry, Thor is getting closer. Sid got 0 words. Haha, not a writing day for you. Well, glad you showed up anyway. It is technically not a writing day for me. I mean, yeah, I've got some writing to do, because I want to get my world building prompts done, because I'm behind. I am behind on my progress. I want to hit my goals. I want it to be one. I want to get there. And here, actually, I will show this to you all, because I don't know, you might find it interesting. I think Cad the lad has run away, so to do a different stream. So unfortunately they're not here. There we go. I'm going to make this full screen so you can see it. This is my current progress over in summer camp. If you see a picture in here, that means I already wrote that prompt, and that's the article, link to the article that I've written for that prompt. And I'm doing pretty good. There's the infamous brownie bus of brownies that we've been going on and on and on about. And you can see I haven't, it's a secret code. That's going to be a hard one. I'm very excited about these. And then, so this used to cut off here. And now it goes, and there's more. There's all those that need to get done. And I am currently working on one of them right now. And I'm very excited to be doing this. I love this project. I love this project. And I don't want to stop. So yeah, I was going to today was supposed to be a record a video and edit it day. And I decided I'm going to do a stream and keep writing day instead. Because, yeah, I'm good at that. You're pausing your writing, gonna focus on your blanket. See, now you're making me want to get some, I might have to pull out my yarn box and see what's in there. I don't know if I even have any yarn that I can do stuff with. You're making me want to knit, or at least learn. I think I have some crochet. I think I have some crochet hooks. I don't know. I might try to learn how to crochet again. That sounds like fun. Abigail, totally get the wanting to do the live stream instead of editing. Yeah. This isn't my idea. I don't want to take credit for this. I was watching, I've referenced it like 5 times. I was watching Emily Bourne's live stream, her In the Haze live stream yesterday with Becca C. Smith. And she on there said that she hasn't really put up any videos or vlogs lately because she just doesn't feel like doing them. So she just goes on and she streams. And I just thought that's brilliant. That's so smart. Oh, that just makes me look weird. Sorry, fussing with the lights. So yeah, I just thought, well, what the heck? I will do a stream instead because why not? Yeah, yeah. See, there are times when I like editing, like today, and I think this is because, I had kind of a thing over the weekend. Seeing my own face and hearing my voice right now is not good for me. It's not healthy for me. And so I edited the audio. I'm going to leave the video the way it was, but I edited the audio today for the interview I did with Cache Warren. That's going to come out at 7 a.m. tomorrow on my channel and on my podcast. So if you just want the audio, that's going to be over at projectshadow.com. But the video will be on my channel tomorrow. And yeah, we can... getting that done drove me crazy. Just hearing my own voice. Like, listening to Cache was amazing because Cache is amazing. But hearing my own voice, it drove me nuts because I'm not in that headspace right now. So I can do this and be with all you wonderful people and get work done, and it's so much fun. Got water during the last spread. Yeah, I've got things that we're going to add to the spreadsheet. we were talking about the points, because I think water should be worth more than coffee. So if coffee is 250 points, water has to be 300, because water hydration is important. Caffeine is really important, but not dehydrating is super important. So water should be worth more than coffee, in my book at least. Your brother stopped by to watch with me for a moment, YouTube on your TV, and he suggested researching nicknames for the CIA, like the company, the far. Oh, tell your brother thank you. That's an interesting idea, because see, the kind of magic that is employed here is actually used by a lot of clandestine services and in some business and governmental agencies. So it's not like 100% illegal, but because it can easily be used for illegal purposes, the hoops that you have to go through to get licensed to do it is insane. So yeah, I like that. I'm definitely going to do that. Thank your brother for me. Glory writes the blues. I'm definitely going to do that. Alrighty, so I had some fun. I'm going to leave this up to y'all because, like I said, I don't have anything to do today but write, so I'm just going to be writing. So I can call the stream here if y'all want to go do something else, or if you want to do another sprint, just let me know, and I'll do another sprint, because even if I stop streaming, I'm going to keep writing. So I'm going to leave that up to y'all and what you want. That's going to be a little bit more regimented tomorrow when Grayson and I do our thing, because, you know, Grayson probably has a life. I don't. I hope Grayson has a life. Grayson, please tell me you have a life, because I don't have a life. I live in the middle of nowhere. It's just me and my 3 cats, my dog, and my husband. I have some friends. I do have friends, but there's a plague. The world is burning down outside. I don't go out there if I don't have to, so I don't have a life. So just let me know if you want to do anything that wise. Because I think I might call it, because I'm in a very goofy mood, and maybe I shouldn't be on camera right now. I don't know. I'm giving the chat a moment because StreamYard takes time for it to update. But yeah, I want to thank everybody who is here, whether we continue or not. I want to thank you for being here. It really does mean a lot to me that you're sitting here watching and getting work done. I think we've had a fairly productive set of sprints today, and I really want to do this more often. I don't want to step on anybody, so if there's a particular time that you all would like to do this, let me know. Well, you can find links to everything at my website, which is projectshadow.com, my Instagram, my Twitter, I think the Facebook page is listed there as well. All the thingies are all there. You're eating dinner in an hour, give or take. I think I'm going to call it here, because I keep hearing thunder outside, and I know if I push on, thunderstorms are probably going to happen, and internet's going to get wonky, because the internet gets wonky when it rains, because that makes sense. So thank you all for being here. My camp is going amazingly well, thanks to all y'all, and hopefully your camp is going well too. As always, if you ever need anything, I really want to give back to this community. You can find all my links at projectshadow.com, and they're also on my channel, so if you go to the channel page, I've got them all linked there as well. Just send me a message. I'll see what I can do for you. You're welcome, Sid. You are welcome, and I can't wait to see your book. I'm so excited. I need to get ordering books, because a lot of people have books coming out that I'm really excited about. At any rate, oh, one last thing before I go. I looked at my Amazon the other day, because I'm not pushing my Amazon right now, and you know what happens when you don't push your Amazon? Nobody buys anything. Somebody bought something of mine, so if it was one of you, thank you. So I'm not really pushing Amazon, because that's really a former life for me. So, oh, thank you, Laura. Oh, okay, it's a good time to go, because you're going to make me get all verklempt. Thank you for the love and hugs. I do need them. I hate to ask for them, but I do need them. But I do want to give back. So if you need anything, let me know. You can find everything that I do over at Project Shadow. I'm building Dragons of Night right now and working on book 1, which I think I have a name for. It's going to be called Dream Noble, in the Blinded Angels series in that world. I'm working on it right now, looking for alpha and beta readers. So hit me up. Until next time, as we say at the end of everything that I do, Black Lives Matter, Black Trans Lives Matter, say her name. And it's not just Breonna Taylor. Just, if you've got the stomach, Google say her name. There's a whole list of stories that will just turn your stomach. We need to make the world a better place. Now go out there and have the fun, get all the words, and just enjoy yourselves, because I think I'm going to be holding a dog that's going to be freaking out in a thunderstorm. So, thoughts and prayers. Until next time. Well, until tomorrow, I'm going to be, before I forget, I keep forgetting. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing streams with Grayson on my channel. It's already up if you want to see the time. And then Thursday, I'm going to be with Abigail on her channel at I want to say 12 Central. Terrible. I'll be on Abigail's channel tomorrow on Thursday. So I'm going to be all over the place. So, and then later that day, the Dawdling Writer and I are going to be talking about Save the Cat genres. Got a lot of stuff going on this week. Alrighty. That's it. I'm done. Have the fun, y'all. Get all the words written and make sure you hydrate. Make sure you save your documents and love everything that happens, because it ain't going to change until we make it change. All right. Bye. Maybe.